Hey everyone, I am Arlette Hardy, blogger and joy strategist at chasing-joy.com, and I'm giving you guys a baby making update today. And I already see that I messed up and my camera's crooked, so bear with me while I straighten out. Okay, hopefully that's better for you guys. So today I am 18 weeks and 3 or 4 days, depending on which app. And I think this is the first video that's almost real time. Today is Wednesday, November 29th. I think today's date is the 29th. And you're going to see this video on Friday, December 1st, I believe. So yeah, you're seeing pretty much real time now, like only a couple days after shooting. So, like I said, I'm 18 weeks this week, but I'm going to tell you guys what happened last week. So, I don't know, last week, I guess the most significant thing that happened was, it was Thanksgiving. That's when I shot the last video, giving you guys a bigger update of weeks. I think it was 13 through 16. So Thanksgiving was last week, which was nice. I went to my brother's house, and then I went to my uncle's house. And the exciting thing that happened at my uncle's house was that my aunt paid for or ordered my rocking chair that I had on my registry. So that was like so awesome. I was not expecting that. And actually, she had wanted to buy my crib, which I didn't know. And I don't know if I mentioned that in the last video, but so also what happened during week 17 was that I ordered my crib. I hadn't really planned to order a crib, but with Thanksgiving and everyone was having pre-Black Friday sales, Black Friday sales, and Black Friday weekend sales, all kind of sales, I decided to look at Babies R Us and see what they had, and they were offering 15% off a regular price item. And so I did a teeny bit of research, not much, and I saw that the completion discount for the registry there is 10%. So I figured 15 is better than 10 as long as I get something that I know I would definitely need. So I decided to get the crib, because obviously I would definitely need a crib. And the main other reason I wanted to get the crib is because when my mom passed away, she didn't really have a lot for me to inherit. She was actually living in my house with me, but she had a small insurance policy. So with a little bit of money that was from that, I had set aside to buy. In my mind, I was saying this will be for the crib and for the nursery. So felt nice to buy that because it's kind of like a gift from her. So I ordered the crib, so that was exciting. And then, so when I went to my uncle's, my aunt was asking me, well, what kind of crib are you going to get? Because I want to buy the crib. And I had literally just ordered the crib like 2 days before. So I told her I already ordered it. And so I was just looking at the registry with my cousin, and my cousin was like, well, she wants this rocking chair. And so it was, and that actually was on sale, like a bigger sale actually on Thanksgiving than a few days before. So they got it for me. So that was really awesome and exciting. All of these little things make it seem more real. So that was probably my highlight of week 17. I don't think there was a low point. It was a pretty good week. Yeah, my only low point is I'm still struggling getting up in the morning for work. I'm still feeling really tired. And so I did go into work late on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, but I made sure I went to bed early that on went Tuesday night, and made sure I was, you know, feeling good so that I could get up Wednesday and get to work on time, because they usually let us off work a little bit early the day before a holiday, and I wanted to take full advantage of that. and not get to work late and have to stay later than I would, considering the time off. So I think that was my only low point, which is not a big deal. So overall, it was a good week with Thanksgiving. It was nice to just sleep on Thanksgiving. I didn't cook anything. I slept late, and then I did a little bit of chasing joy work, and then I headed out to spend time with family. So I'll get into some stats. I believe this week the baby is like 5 or 6 inches long and about 6.5 ounces. As of right now, at 18 weeks. And depending on the app, I saw one said the size of a sweet potato, and right now one of my preferred comparisons is that of a croissant, because I know exactly how big a croissant is. So that's kind of exciting to think that the baby is that big. And those are like crown to rump, and so not including the legs. My aversions. I feel like my chicken aversion is coming back. And it's odd. It's like especially fried chicken, whereas before I wanted the fried chicken. Lately it's like I have not wanted any kind of fried type chicken. So I feel like that's come back in the last week or so. My sleep has been hit or miss. I slept so good last night, but it just wasn't long enough. And the night before that, or 2 nights before that, I did not sleep well. I had like crazy dreams. You know how your dreams get more vivid. I don't remember what the dream was, but it was not a good dream. So I woke up feeling super anxious, and then I was just physically like uncomfortable and, you know, just tossing and turning. And then I realized I was hungry. So that was odd to wake up that hungry where I felt uncomfortable, and I couldn't identify it at first. So I ended up heating up like a half of a cheesesteak that I had left over from a few days before, and I was eating that at like 5:30 in the morning, which is kind of crazy. But then I felt better, and then I was able to finally go back to sleep for a little bit longer. So sleep has been kind of hit or miss. So after that night with the nightmare, the following night I decided to take a Benadryl, because that's one of the things that they say is safe during pregnancy. So I just took one, not 2, which is what I would take, like if I were having an actual allergy situation. But I wanted to make sure that I could sleep so that I could go to work. And that worked, and then the next night I didn't need it, and hopefully I won't need it tonight. But kind of hit or miss, but in general it's better because I don't have to get up to pee as much. I think last night I slept all night and I did not wake up to pee at all, so that was awesome. My symptoms, I'm still a little bit more tired than I like, and I'm still having the shortness of breath here or there. The other day I had a hot flash. It kind of scared me a little bit because my heart was beating really fast too, and then I googled it, and it said that's common for those to go together, and it's because of you getting like a rush of hormones all of a sudden. But all of a sudden I was like hot, and my niece was here, and I'm like, are you hot? And she's like, no. And like I actually was sweating, like my clothes were actually wet. It didn't last long, like maybe 2-3 minutes. So that was different. Exercise, I went to the gym on the day before Thanksgiving, and it was a very unsuccessful workout. I've posted about it on Instagram. You probably saw if you follow me there. And I basically said I'll give myself an A for effort, but pretty much like an F for the workout. My plan was to go and do like the bike and the elliptical. This was my first time going back to the gym because I had been walking outside a lot. And then I kind of fallen back from that because I was so tired. But then like my energy's been a little better, but now it's cold. So I said, okay, I'll go to the gym. And my plan was to do like maybe 20 minutes on each for like a nice 40-minute cardio workout. And I started on the bike, and like there's a bit more of a bump now, so my thigh was hitting my belly, and then it just did not feel good. So I think I lasted 10 minutes. I managed to stay on there. And I said, okay, I'll do the elliptical. And at first that felt better because with the elliptical, you're like, you know, you're standing. So it wasn't quite the thigh hitting the belly thing. but within 7 or 8 minutes on there, I just started to feel really uncomfortable. I guess the baby was just getting jiggled around, and I just didn't like the feeling. So I think I only really did, I think I stayed on until 10 minutes. So it was like a 20-minute workout. And then I did a little bit of stretching after. So, I mean, it's better than nothing, but I think I'm actually just going to be walking, which sucks because now it's, winter, basically winter here in Philly. So it gets dark really early and it's cool. And it's not as motivating to walk inside as it is outside. So, but I'm going to have to do something. I did walk today a little bit at lunch. So I might have to do more of that instead of like a longer workout, like 10 minutes here or there. I took a walk break in the morning at work, like maybe like 5 or 6 minute walk. And then I walked maybe like 10 minutes during lunch. So I might have to do more of that. Because I'm trying to stay active, but it is really challenging because pretty much like it just feels really good to just sit there or just lay down. But I know that's not good for me. As far as medication, I think I told you guys I'm tapering down on the metformin. I'm still doing the baby aspirin, my vitamins, niacin, vitamins C, D, E, and the prenatal. And I know someone asked me a question about the metformin. I'm going to answer that at the end. My mood, I've been pretty happy. Still a little anxious. I'm getting closer to the 20-week ultrasound, which will be in 2 weeks. So I'm getting a little bit anxious about that. I think I mentioned before, I'm part of the Single Mother by Choice online community, so I'll read people's updates and stuff. And most of the time it's awesome and great, but every now and then there's someone who's had a hard time or a pregnancy loss or something, and then it's like I just can't shake that. And I'm finding myself praying all the time. Whenever I see something, like, Lord, please don't let that happen to my baby. Please let my baby be perfect, physically, healthily, emotionally, mentally perfect, please. So, a little bit anxious. So trying to kind of balance that a little bit more. Because I like to be part of the community because it's been so helpful for me, especially during the trying to conceive stage. Reading people's updates really kept me going. So I want to still be active there and leaving my updates. But it's a little challenging sometimes when someone has an update that's like sad or disappointing. A funny thing happened today. So I don't know, today I wasn't feeling great at work. Just so many things were annoying me and I wasn't feeling it today. And it got to be towards lunchtime. So another, I guess you would call this aversion. I don't have a lot of appetite. So, yeah, I know I need to eat because then if I don't eat, then I'm going to be starving at some point, and that's not a good feeling. So, but it's hard to eat food when you don't have an appetite. Like, it's hard to pick something. And so I was sitting there trying to think about what I wanted to eat for lunch, for about an hour leading up to lunch, and I couldn't figure it out. And I felt so sad. And one of my friends was working from home. So, she emailed me something, and so I wrote back, and I was like, in other news, I can't figure out what I want to eat for lunch, and it's making me want to cry. Like, I just felt so weepy, and like, I just was going to cry over lunch, and I just wrote back, like, these hormones are real. So that was, like, kind of interesting. I just had to kind of laugh at myself, like, this is crazy. You should not be crying because you don't know what you want to eat for lunch. And I didn't cry. I just felt like I could have, if I allowed it, I probably would have sat there and cried. But I was just like, this is ridiculous. You're not crying over this. But yeah, so I guess the hormones are real in terms of your mood. Who have I told? So I'm still telling more people. I told a couple coworkers who are not necessarily friends. They're just like coworkers, but some things had come up, so I needed to tell them. And overwhelmingly, still, everyone has had nothing but nice things to say. One guy is an older gentleman who seems to have very conservative and a very, sheltered upbringing, and I guess even adult life. So I was just waiting for him to say, but you're not married or something like that. But he didn't. I'm thinking maybe he's gotten to know me a little better by now and is choosing to just keep his thoughts to himself. But he just said congratulations. So a few more people know. Another person keeps coming over to me saying, hey, well, what's up? And I'm just saying nothing because there's no reason for me to tell this person. But I'm assuming that someone has already told them and they're just, they just keep coming by my desk. So, work is interesting. That's what I've told. Purchases, I have not purchased anything. Oh, well, I'm lying. I purchased the crib. If I started to say I haven't purchased anything for baby, but I purchased the crib, but I already told you guys about. Other than that, I've not purchased anything else. I was tempted to buy some more maternity stuff, but then I thought about my budget and said no. I don't need anything else right now. What else? So the gender, I still have no clue. It's odd when I'm talking to people and I refer to the baby. Sometimes I say it, and like my friend doesn't like that. It's not a it. I know it's not a it, obviously, but I'm trying to not say he or she, but if I'm not thinking about it, sometimes I'll say he. But I really have no clue. A coworker that I did tell walked past my desk the other day. She just like pointed at my belly and was like, I think it's a girl. So everybody has their guesses. More people think boy than girl, it seems, but I still have no clue. I think I told you guys about the weird dream I had. I think that might have been week 16 that I had the weird dream. I had a dream that my aunt, that I share the same name with, I'm named after her, that she had a baby that was a girl. And so I woke up thinking like, oh, Arlette had a girl, but it wasn't me in the dream. So that was odd. So who knows, but I really still have no clue. What I miss, I'm actually starting to miss alcohol a little bit. And I think that's only because I was hanging out with a friend, and typically it was like a scenario where we would have had like drinks and we didn't. And so it just felt odd, and I like missed, like I felt like I should have had a glass of wine in my hand or like a cocktail, or like we should have done a couple shots or something, but none of that happened, and it felt a little odd and I missed it a little bit. So that was really kind of like the first time I kind of missed alcohol, was during week 17, but it's fine. Tomorrow I actually have to go to a happy hour for my university. I went to Temple University, so I'm going to a Black alumni happy hour, so it feels a little odd to go there and not be drinking, but it's a fundraiser, so I'm going to go. And I guess I keep telling myself it's good to go and be social in these things, because when the baby comes, who knows how often I'll be able to be out being social. So so that'll be interesting tomorrow too, not drinking any alcohol. And what I'm looking forward to. So I don't know if you can see or how much you can see in the video, but this room, this is the baby's room that I've been shooting these bump dates in, and it is looking crazier and crazier. This is the dresser. It's like all like diagonal in the room. And I've been slowly pulling things out of here because I'm preparing to have this room painted, and you can probably see behind me some of like the wallpaper is like really bad shape. So I'm going to have all the wallpaper taken down and like the walls fixed, smoothed out or whatever, and painted. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to go with like a light yellow because this room gets a lot of really bright sun during the day. It's night now, so you can't really see, but I know it'll look nice with the yellow. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really excited about that. And even though I'm nervous, I'm looking forward to the ultrasound, the 20-week ultrasound, where we get to see all the parts of the body. Someone posted on, I think it was one of the Single Mother by Choice forums, that, oh, you know what? I'm wrong. Sorry. It was someone on Instagram posted from their 20-week, I think it was their 20-week scan, and one of the ultrasound pictures showed that it was a boy, and she said that as soon as the screen came on, that was how the baby was positioned. So even if they hadn't told her, it would have been like she could easily see it was a boy. So because I don't know the gender yet, and we're waiting till my baby shower to do like a gender reveal, I'm going to plan to have my eyes closed when they start the ultrasound to make sure that the first image that's on the screen is not revealing of a boy or a girl. But I am excited about the ultrasound, even though I do have some nerves, because I know they'll be looking at like the heart and, you know, intestines and all the things to make sure that everything is, you know, how it should be, and the placenta and all that. So as much as I'm nervous, I am still excited and looking forward to that. I had a little countdown going on Instagram. So I think it's now 10 days until that ultrasound. 9 or 10 days. So before I show you guys, the last thing is the bump shot. Oh, forgot my weight. So I didn't weigh myself today. The last day that I weighed myself, I actually lost a little bit of weight. Just like 0.6 of a pound. So not much where I'm concerned. So kind of around the same place I was before. I think I have gained like 15, 16 pounds, but the first 8 of that was when I was coming off of that diet. So we'll see when I have my next doctor's appointment what they have to say. But I know because I'm already a plus size girl, they really don't want me to gain much. At least that's what all the apps tell you. If you're, you know, obese, you're not supposed to gain but so many pounds. So hopefully everything's on track. So this is really more getting into this week, which is week 18. I've been feeling the baby move more, where I actually know it's the baby now. And I was just texting my brother, and he was asking, what does it feel like? So I said, well, at first, like, I guess I first started feeling it around week 14, I think. It felt like little flutters here or there. But then now it's more like I still feel those flutters sometimes, but then I feel like definitely like little taps. Especially the last couple days, it's been more, not quite as much today, so still not really consistent. But like little taps, and then now I recognize sometimes I'll do something and suddenly like my uterus will feel like heavy all of a sudden. But I think what I'm feeling when that happens, I think the baby is like turning around or flipping or something. Because it only lasts a few seconds, maybe, I don't even think it lasts a minute, maybe like 30 seconds or whatever, and then it's back to normal. So that's been exciting and fun, and I'm hoping for that to be more consistent. So anyway, like I said, I'm rambling, sorry. But before I do the bump shot, I know there was like 2 questions that I wanted to answer. One, someone asked me about the metformin, and forgive me, I don't remember your name. But her question was, does the metformin upset my stomach? So the short answer is yes. The longer answer is when I first started the metformin, it was like terrible to the point where if I had to go anywhere, I was afraid to take it, because you never knew, like all of a sudden you're gonna have to race to the bathroom. So I told the doctor, and she switched me to the extended release. And that's a lot better. And so now, and she also explained that the way the metformin works is I could take it all at once, because I was doing 3 pills of 500. So I just take them all before bed. I know it's probably a little better if you take it in the morning or at dinner. So it's like, I guess, more active during the times when you're eating throughout the day. But because of the whole stomach thing, it works better for me to take it before I go to bed. That way, if I do have a little bit of upset stomach, even on extended release, it's right when I wake up. So it's before I leave the house, before I go to work, and then I'm fine the rest of the day. Before I was pregnant, I pretty much didn't go anywhere without Pepto-Bismol little tablets, just in case my stomach decided to act crazy, or if I was going to be like acupuncture or something where I know I wouldn't be able to get up, I would just take Pepto-Bismol preemptively. But you can't really take that while you're pregnant. At least that was my understanding when I looked at, I don't know, I think I looked at something online. So, but anyway, taking it at night is working for me, and now I'm like tapering off on that, so I'll be happy not to have that issue. And the last question, I've gotten this question several times, and I've answered it several times, but usually in the comments. So I'm going to answer it in a video, and I'm going to try to remember to title this video saying that I have the answer. So every time you guys see my cats in the video, which you can probably hear today because I locked them out of the room, but you can't see, I get a question, how am I handling the kitty litter? So I did a lot of research, and this was a while ago, so I don't have links to refer you guys to, but I did a lot of Googling before I was pregnant. And so what I learned was that the thing that's in cat litter that is dangerous is called toxoplasmosis. I'm not sure if it's a virus or bacteria. It doesn't matter. Either way, that's the thing that's dangerous. But that thing, toxoplasmosis, is more common in outdoor cats. My cats are indoor cats, so the likelihood of them having it is very low anyway. However, every now and then a mouse might get in the house and they'll catch a mouse. They don't eat the mice because, like I said, they're indoor cats, so they don't even know that they're supposed to eat mice because they just eat food in the bowl. But they will kill a mouse. So because of that, there is a slight risk of the toxoplasmosis. The other thing that I learned about the toxoplasmosis is it takes 3 days or 72 hours or so for that, let's just say, germ to be able to be, I don't know if it's airborne or whatever, but to be able to get from the feces to you. So basically what I do is I clean the litter box pretty much every day or every 2 days. But most of the time, like 80% of the time, it's every day. So there's not even an opportunity, if that germ is present, for it to, germinate or whatever long enough to affect me. And then when I clean the litter box, I am wearing latex gloves, and I'm wearing a mask. And then I immediately wash my hands very thoroughly, and very often I'm doing it right before bed. So typically right after that, I'm even getting in the shower. So those are the precautions that I'm taking. When I went away a few weeks ago, because I knew that the litter would be there for more than a couple days, I actually bought disposable cat litter boxes. So I didn't use the normal boxes, and that way, soon as I came home, I put on the mask, the gloves, and then I just threw the whole cat litter box in the trash, box and all. So I didn't mess with the litter, I didn't, scoop the box or anything. But normally, now, I'm just scooping it every day. My plan, as I get bigger and if it becomes uncomfortable for me to scoop the box, to just switch to the disposable boxes, and I'll just, I'll be throwing away a little bit of money, but I'll just be throwing away a box every few days, so that I don't have to come into contact with the litter. So that's how I'm handling it, and then I'm just praying over it. I mean, I live alone. No one is coming over here to clean these litter boxes. I just don't see that happening, especially not on a regular basis. And I don't want or plan to get rid of my cats. I love them. So I'm just praying about it and taking every reasonable precaution that I can. But like I said, I don't think it's likely because they're indoor cats anyway. So that's the answer to that. And now I'm going to stop rambling and end the video. Oh, I have one last thing to say. So, the reason that I share so much of this journey is because I'm a blogger. I was a blogger before I was a YouTuber. And my blog is Chasing Joy, that I mention every video. And I write about ways for women to have a more happy life and to make happiness a priority and to build resilience so they can bounce back more quickly. And one of the key tenets of my business structure is also giving back. So I do a few different charitable things over the years, often during this time of year. And so this year, for the first time, we are adopting a family. So I have been raising money as part of a GoFundMe to hopefully reach the goal of $500 to donate to a family in need. And with that, I hope to be able to give them at least 2 gift cards. One to like a supermarket near them so they can have a holiday meal. And another gift card that they can use, like a Visa gift card that they can use for like decor and gift giving. So pretty much the things that most of us are doing this time of year that we take for granted. So I've shared a couple videos about that here. So if you've watched the video that's not one of the Bumpdate videos, I would greatly appreciate it if you were to donate to the GoFundMe. And then also, I'll still be accepting applications if you wanted to nominate a family for the next few days. I think on Monday, the 4th, is the last day. I don't have the date in front of me, so forgive me. But I'll post a link where you can read all about it, and I'll share a link to the GoFundMe as well. So that's part of what I do with Chasing Joy also is giving back, because just helping someone can give you a tremendous amount of joy for your own self. It makes you feel valued and like you have meaning in the world. So definitely appreciate anyone who is willing to help us in supporting a family. When I say us, I mean me and the people who are very much committed to the Chasing Joy brand, the people who come to the events in the Philadelphia area, and occasionally when I travel with them, people who read the blog regularly when I'm not talking about TTC stuff, and people who like get the newsletter, which you're all welcome to do all those things, and I typically leave links to all that in the videos at the end of the video as well. So anyway, this was going to end with that, and now I should give you guys a bump shot. So the shirt is a little wrinkled, so forgive me. But here I am at 18 weeks. It's definitely, even if I suck in, it doesn't go really anywhere now. So that's what I look like right now. And I think from the back, I'm doing okay. I don't think you can tell from the back. I don't think I've really spread out a lot. So these are maternity pants that I'm wearing. The regular pants don't button or zip anymore. And I've been wearing the maternity pants with like a tank top because they fall down. I don't really know what that's about, but anyway, that's all I have for you guys this week. Thank you for watching. And like I said, definitely if you have the ability and the generous spirit, please consider donating to our GoFundMe. And I will be back next week. Bye.